Yo, what up? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? All right. GTYL, what up? Happy Thursday. Kevin, good morning. How's it going? Wookie, what's up? Slee, heyo. Eddie, good morning. Miguel, good morning. Rob the dog, yo. Tom, how you doing? What's going on? What's up, Camel? Oh, excuse me. Archive Obscura, what up? Happy triple witching to everyone. Did you trade FOMC? No. I have a rule not to do it. I was very tempted to. I was like looking at Tradeovate. Tradeovate was open. I was like, what am I doing? I closed Tradeovate. Couldn't do it. I mean, in all honesty, I did trade a trade day evaluation. Evals during FOMC, that's fine, whatever. And I made the base hit I was looking for. But generally speaking, not a funded account on FOMC. And of course, you know, we're ripping higher. NASDAQ topped out at 762. He has topped out at 67.19 3/4. Now's the time when I like to check my buy and hold portfolio. When we're making new all-time highs is when I like to check in, see how things are going with it. Whenever we have a huge sell-off, I'm definitely not doing that. Don't worry about it. We're making all-time highs. I'm going to check in and see how much our portfolio is up. We only have 40 people in here. Man, YouTube's fucking me hard, huh? Okay. Thanks for nothing, YouTube. That's all right. Bear flagging right above VWAP here. ES through VWAP. Alistair, what up? Just had one trade on the Tradeify account. So this week been pretty much a nothing burger of a week. Just 5 trades. 218 in the red. Just really been super patient, so I think I've actually done well with this account. So I had some really good entries and analysis. Didn't make money off of it, but in general, a lot of improvement there. Probably feel like you don't have much chart time trading at all-time highs. It's a little tricky. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky for everybody though. No past structure to really look at. So does get to be a little more challenging. I don't love it. It's not a lot of fun usually. People that don't know about day trading will just hear that the market's at all-time highs and they'll just be like, so you've been long the market, or, you know, or something like that. And you're like, well, intraday, I don't know. You can lose a lot of money going long still. What's up, Grizz? How you doing? Another VWAP open on NAS. We've had, what, like 3 this week? 3 out of the 4 days, maybe, something like that, have been VWAP opens. But the fact that ES is nicely under VWAP, I'm hoping that we get some decent price action today. Welcome everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing? A little 2-hour demand zone bounce on ES here. NAS is still a couple points away from its 2-hour demand zone. We'll do some Apex giveaways today, 1 or 2, something like that as well. Anyone in chat, did you guys trade FOMC at all? Make her lose money? Let's run a poll, actually. We'll just leave this open for a while. All right, there's a poll in chat if you want to check it out. Tiago Nunez, what up? How you doing? Grizz, you were red, came back to trade FOMC, and end of the day green. All right, nice. Robbie tested trading a VWAP rejection for a short and worked out, thankfully, but trading with that much volume yesterday was kind of scary. Yeah, those moves that were little earlier in the day, all of a sudden are big moves. You're like, wait, do I really want to risk that much? That's how I felt when I did that trade day trade. FOMC question mark, Rue. If you're not sure what FOMC is, you really have to know about news events if you're going to be trading. They have a huge impact. So FOMC was Jerome Powell talking about how they're cutting interest rates 25 basis points and room to cut 2 more times this year. So that's what the market wanted to hear. Nice, JA. Yeah, same. Learned my lesson. I made money trading Powell a few times, but definitely got my ass handed to me more times than I've won. Yesterday I was kind of all over the place with it too, you know? Kind of kangarooing. Zachary, what up? Good morning. Good old Powell's purple tie. What up, Jake? How you doing, man? Right around the halfway mark of swing high to swing low there on overnight. In the top left corner of my chart, you can see around 706 on NASDAQ is 50% retracement. And we're chilling right around there now. Trade Fath, what up? How you doing? Matthew, good morning. How you living? Yes, definitely with the relative weakness this morning, whereas previously, like yesterday, NASDAQ, NVIDIA was dragging down NASDAQ a bit yesterday. Zach, you live in Danville, Virginia. We have the Dan River and Dan Daniels Park. Do local Daniels go in Dan Daniels Park and say, hey, look, it's a Dan and Dan Daniels Park with his white vans. Big Dan fans over there, huh? Makes sense. There's a lot of Dan fans. Jim, what up? Yesterday, daily loss limit for you? Yeah, it was a little dicey yesterday. They should have the Council of Atoms. What's that from? The Atoms Project? The Atom Project? Is that what that's a reference to? All right, here's a few up on NASDAQ. Potential, higher low and boost off VWAP, but maybe ES keeps things suppressed. I don't know. I think I would favor maybe more of a down move here. You heard the phrase buffalo, 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 buffalo? Yeah, I have. I wonder if there is one like that for Dan. I think not. I don't know if is Dan a verb? I don't think it's a verb. Maybe it's when you do something really well, you Dan it. So NASDAQ did hit that 2-hour demand zone I mentioned earlier. ES pushing us lower. So there's a poll in chat if you haven't seen it yet about FOMC yesterday. Just curious. 52% of you said you don't trade FOMC, and then you called me a dummy, which I thought a little rude. That's okay. 33% were green, 14% red. Small sample size, so if you do want to answer the poll just for fun, go ahead and do that when you get a chance. What's up, Dan? Yo, yo, yo. How you doing? All right, again, we'll do some Apex, 1 or 2 Apex giveaways today. Stick around for that. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Got to get that up if we're going to do a giveaway. Seems like a decently fair trade-off. Grizz says, congrats on the 300K day. Thanks, Grizz. Good one. Well, I was looking for a pop earlier to get long, but I wanted to see if ES would at least get the VWAP, and we didn't do that yet. So, just staying on the sidelines for now. Did I say a pop to get long? I feel like I might have said that. I was looking for a pop to get short. I don't know which one I said. Yeah, I'll go hate you, Dan. Why'd I have to find your stream manually? I know, man. I posted I made the stream, scheduled it for 8:20. When I went to go live, there's only 2 people waiting, which, I mean, usually there's a bit more than 2. So I could just tell I wasn't getting the reach out there this morning. I mean, the good news for everyone is that I'll do giveaways, get people in here. Down we go. Jamie looking for a long at 600. All right, good luck. I don't think I want to step in front of this, though. I think I want to stay on the short side. Maybe a short in the 30s would be good. More continuation. What are you looking for today? Well, I was interested in short side. Got good spot to look for on ES here. A few different levels all kind of coming together right around the 64, 65 area. Good morning, Ola. How you doing? All right, up in the 30s here. So far, Jim's 600 buys looking pretty good. Nice job, Ola. Retest of these lows. Nice job, Jim. Very good. Very good trade, man. That was a really good bounce off 600, like to the tick practically. Very good. Gotta love a clean trade like that. No drawdown. Thing of beauty. And it moves fast, too. Moves fast in your direction. That's what every trader dreams of. All right, VWAP on NAS. That was quite the buy up there at 600. I was looking to re-short. Okay, ES looks to be coming into VWAP. So far, it's a VWAP projection. Let's see if that can hold. But yeah, that was a very fast 100 points, wasn't it? Nutty. All right, chat, what do you guys like? Just be sitting on your hands? Anyone like anything? I wouldn't mind us sweeping the highs here. Right now, it is just a VWAP projection, though. Interesting. Let's see if NASDAQ can close above VWAP. It makes, to me, it makes like the break of the highs pretty probable here in this spot here. What's up, Parshop? How you doing? Watching any movies yesterday? What up, Maul? Good morning. How you doing? It's been a while. Pretty sick, to be honest with you. Sorry to hear it, man. That was me a couple weeks ago. Look at that rejection wick on the 5-minute. Right at VWAP there for NASDAQ, so maybe it is back down we go. And go for those overnight lows. Parshab, no, I haven't. All right, let me see if I can get that done today. Thanks for the reminder. I was just in the zone yesterday working. Yeah, I would love to see this ellipse area here on the ES. I would love to see that get tapped into. If we can head lower. We'll do Parshav. It's 1,000 orders hitting there. Hit the ask. Yeah, Parshov, that's nuts. Parshov sent me this video. This guy, sports betting, like betting on soccer, whatever you want to call it. He risked a total of 11K and ended up making 2.2 million. He's just guessing like the final score. And he did 2 bets. One with the score being like 2 to 4, and then at a certain point in the game he cashed out early and made was like 800 grand on it or something. And then he had another bet where he had the score being 4-4, and that's the one that was correct. And he got that one hit, so he made a 500x return. Just nuts. Am I frozen for people? Everything's good on my side. He's one of the founders of Kick. Oh, he doesn't need any more money. Video's good? All right. What's up, Legs? How you doing? Forever Noble. Glad you like the music. What was your inspiration growing up? Like Blink 182. I was a big pop punk kid. Emo, etc. To be honest, I'm a little bummed. I was getting ready to go long right around here, and then I was sitting up, and all of a sudden, boom, there was 1,000 orders hit, and then just kind of rocketed away from where I wanted to get in. So still just hanging out. Patience is the name of the game this week, for sure. Dan, have a good one. Catch you later. All right, we had 76 votes on the poll. 30% green yesterday trading FOMC, 17% red, 53% said they don't trade FOMC. All right, cool. Nice job, Grizz. Yeah, that last Blink album was the first Blink album in a while that was actually worth a darn. They finally had something to sing about. It feels like. All right, so we did poke new highs there on NASDAQ by like a tick or two. ES, new highs. So this is what I wanted to see, was a sweep of the highs. And now I want to see if buyers sustain or they get another smackdown here. Fall back into the range. Motowave's webinar for V7 is today. Maybe I'll check it out. I mean, webinars to me are usually very long and boring. I prefer an edited video. Maybe I'll watch more of like a features video that comes out. Webinars to me, I have a hard time watching webinars in general. Very old school. Webinar always features like, not always, but like the classic webinar is like a 50-year-old man with one of those headset mics. It doesn't sound that great. Going on and on about, like he has like a PowerPoint slide. He stays on the intro slide for like 15 minutes for some reason. And slowly gets through everything. It's like, all right, come on. Not that I have a TikTok attention span, but I do like things to move. I prefer an edited video. Any ORB traders? Do you say have ADHD? No, I don't think I said that. I'm not sure if I do or not. I don't. If I do, it's not that. I mean, I know people with pretty severe ADHD, and it's very apparent. I don't think I'm. Sometimes I have a hard time focusing, but I don't think I'm ADHD really. Have you seen the SMB Capital channel? Yeah, they tend to be a little bit drawn out. I don't get. A lot of people recommend them. I don't get a lot of actionable stuff from them. Maybe I'm not watching the right videos, but I mean, I haven't watched them in a long time. But I just historically, I don't really get like a lot of value out of them. They seem to be a little vague. Multiple rhythmic connections on V7. Yeah, that'll be cool. For sure. Yeah, I downloaded Quantower last night to check Quantower out. Quantower has those multiple connections. So, yeah, you know, I am looking forward to the new Motive Wave. It does seem like pretty, like kind of long overdue, you know, that's what I would say. My girlfriend wants to know what your favorite Julian Baker song is. Maybe Sprained Ankle. I mean, that whole Sprained Ankle album is just pretty good. What's Carmine doing today? I don't know. He's on voice chat, so I'm not listening. I don't know. I think he took a pre-market trade that hit. As far as I could tell, I don't know if he took it or just mentioned that he wanted it. She's nodding in agreement. All right, cool. Yeah, Rachel and I saw Julian Baker in LA probably in 2018 or 19, and she was just incredible. What's your opinion on Tom Hugard? Well, I love Best Loser Wins. It's my favorite trading book, so I'm a fan of that. I don't watch his stuff, to be honest with you. I don't watch his videos or live streams or whatever. I'm not in his Telegram thing. I just really like that book. Yeah, Carmine doesn't usually trade pre-market, but I think just we had some pretty good movement, so I think that caught his eye. All right, up and up we go. What do we got? We got 30-minute supply on ES at 67.10. We're in 30-minute supply right now on NASDAQ. Overnight highs would be the next target at 7.623. What, according to you, is the intensity of the 5-minute candles? Not, it just depends on the instrument, but I don't find 5-minute candles to be intense. I'm trading 1-minute candles, so those only get intense when there's a lot of volatility. How's your FPV drone doing? Went to Tasmania during the weekend and forgot to bring mine. Good. I still need to get more practice in manual mode with the Avata 2. I've been doing the flight sim a little bit here and there, but it's still so different. Like I was getting pretty good at the flight sim, and then when I took it out, it was way harder. Part of it is because you actually do care if you crash in real life, and then it's the same thing with trading, right? When you're paper trading versus trading with real money, there's risk. There's something on the line, so that affects your decision making and your emotions and everything. Same with flying the drone compared to, you're supposed to practice in a simulator with FPV drones, and it just isn't the same, Parshav, have you seen any straight to funded with static drawdown? I don't know if I've seen that. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback here, at least to kind of the previous highs. I think there could be a potential trade if we can get a little pullback here. Trade looks something like this. Tighter risk. That's the trade I would look to take if I can get the pullback. But if we get overnight highs before that, then that trade's no good. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be no good. Looks like we're going for those overnight highs now. Yeah, I don't like the blue sky rule where 7 out of 10 days have to be green. That's, to me, is irrelevant. It shouldn't matter. As a trader, it just seems like, who cares? As long as you're green at the end of the year, like 7 out of 10 days, why do they need to be green? That's too much pressure. And if that means if you're red on the day for like the 4th day, you're going to overtrade to try to get back green. There's a sweep of overnight highs. That's what I wanted to see, but I wanted to see us pull back first. So now that that's hit, got to look for the next opportunity. Eddie, your 2K day would have been 7K if you held. Damn. Did you get off? Did you buy the 600s or so, or in the other pullback in like the 40s? I did find a decent straight to funded the other day with better I think rules than Trade Evade. Let me see which one it was. Might have been Lucid. I think it was Lucid. I think Lucid straight to funded might be a little bit better than Tradeify's. Lucid Direct. I see. Well, the drawdown's tighter. 3,600. No, 6,000 max loss limit. Consistency rule is 20. I don't know. It's the same consistency rule. Okay. For some reason, I thought the consistency rule was different. But maybe it's a touch cheaper. I don't know. Better rules than trade of 8? No, I'm not trade of 5. If I said trade of 8, I'm just misspeaking. Let's see. It's so funny how all these firms now have straight to fundeds. So funding ticks. Their maximum daily loss $1,000 for the. Let's look at the 100K. $3,000 for the 100K. 25% consistency. So. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a little expensive right now. Let's see how expensive it is with a coupon. Oh. Wait, no, I clicked on the wrong account. I take 0, 100K. Okay, it's $390 with my coupon code. So $390. Think about, compare that to like, well, never mind. It's not a good comparison. I won't say it. So Funny takes $390 for that straight to funded with a $3,000 end of day trailing loss. The rewards cap, dynamic. First reward's $2,500. Yeah, I don't know. There's there's so many firms out there, and they're all keep changing their plans, so it's kind of hard to keep up with. But should be good for the consumer. Okay. So up ahead on ES, we got 30-minute supply, and then we have overnight highs. So let's see if we got the juice. Keep on going here. My Funded Futures does not. They do not do straight to funded. But I think it's a very profitable plan for firms because the straight to funded is probably going to attract people that have a hard time passing the challenge, and they're going to have a hard time getting paid out, right? So yeah, even Day Traders has one, and they're like kind of like Apex. It's the same guy that developed Apex's tech or whatever. Started Day Traders, and they have that as well. Can't fathom how profitable it is considering how much I know Top Step made off the first week of back to funded. It's just an insane business model. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it does bring in people who know how to trade and don't want to wait during the eval stage. I mean, I got a straight to funded. I don't want to wait in the eval. For sure. Especially if you screw up once or twice. You're wasting time, you're wasting money. Yeah, that Top Steps back to funded is so expensive, but I totally get it. Like, I've lost plenty of funded accounts, and I understand the feeling of just being like, well, I'd love to just reset that and not start all the way over. So I get it. What's up, Rue? I'd like to see a little bit of a pullback. Georgie, what up? It's been a while. How you doing? Let's get the likes up to 60 by 9:30, and I'll run a giveaway. How about that? plenty of you in here to make that happen. It's not asking for a lot. I'm doing good, Georgie. How's it going after the cut? What does that mean? After the stream? Is that what that means? Which ones are you using? I have a 150K Lightning funded from Tradeify, so that's straight to funded. Call it the Lightning account now. And then I have evals from Trade Day, the Futures Desk, my funded futures. Definitely got a lot of irons in the fire. Trying out different stuff. What up, Brandon? How you doing? No, after rates cuts. Ah, okay. I was like a little confused. No, good. Good. Tradeify did not exist since 2021. They've only been around for a year. If you're looking at my project Farshab, it's not I haven't gotten to Tradeify yet. Google their founded date. Well, when I talked to Brett, he said that they kind of like started it a while ago, but then they like kind of put it on the back burner. And so I would say they've really only been really, I would say really only around for a year as like a focused, established business. All right, new highs. All right, I'd like to see a pullback here. This is pretty good. Look at the 5 minute stacking greens off 600 level, pretty much. Pretty nuts. Well, actually, like I was watching Tradeify's live stream like last week or whatever when they announced the new stuff, and they said they mentioned themselves that they pretty much only a year old. So I don't really care about when they found an LLC, you know, because you know you get an idea, you lock in the name and whatnot, and then you go about building it and whatnot, and so that does, to me, doesn't really mean a whole lot. All right, 30-minute supply on ES here. Can we get a pullback at some point, or not really? So far, this little consolidation on top of R2 pivot is the pullback we have got. Yeah, he said they launched the actual prop from last fall. Yeah. Did you take a trade already? Nah, it's been. I was still looking for shorts off 600, you know, and then there was never any good setup for the short. And then I was looking for a long, and you know, kind of missed the opportunity, and also didn't get the pullback I wanted for the long side. So I'm just sitting here, trying to be as patient as possible. Watching these, you know, it's a pretty good moves, like 180 points off the low. It's pretty solid. Earn to trade never really caught on here. If you like, it helps to be like American centric if you want to start, in my opinion, if you want to start dominance in the market, it really helps to start with America And I feel like there's all these like Forex ones that started internationally, and they kind of just didn't capture the American market right away. And I think it helps to really get that first, get that unlock. And Earn to Trade, I think, has, I don't know, I've heard mixed, you know, I don't know. I never traded them. I don't really know anything about them. But I don't know. I think it helps just to be like pretty narrow focused, capture some market share, and then expand. Tradeify, it's better branding than Earn to Trade. This just sounds stupid. Tradeify is a little snappier. Brett already had like a built-in audience a bit there. So far, 30-minute supply zone is giving us a little bit of a pullback. Risk reward is not there yet for me to want anything. Let me show you something. Yeah, I don't like that Trustpilot's too easily scammed, you know? All right, about 5 minutes away from 9:30. If we can get 12 more likes by then, we'll do a giveaway. If not, I'll use the code for myself and YOLO it. What'll be your short target? Oh, I don't really want to short. I don't really want to short this. Pretty strong. Don't really want to fight that 5-minute trend. I'd much rather look for a pullback to maybe the opening range high. Some kind of sharp pullback here. Buyers reload, and I can hop on. So that's what I'm thinking. What up, Chris? How you doing? I am chilling. No trades yet. ES wants overnight highs. 67.19. Next target. Somehow you're unsubscribed. Glad I finally caught a live stream. Glad you found it. 5 likes and we'll do a giveaway at 9:30. Let's get Streamlabs open, assuming we get the likes we need. All right, we got it. If we can break 100 likes today, I'll do a second giveaway. And I know that's asking for a lot, considering there's only 109 people here right now. But you know, they filter in and out throughout the day, so it's totally possible. Probably just need like 25% of people to hit the thumbs up button. Maybe 20%. How do we enter? It hasn't started yet. It'll start at 9:30. Just we'll look at the chat, and Streamlabs bot will tell you what to do. It's very easy. Unless there's someone said, what was it, like a duck race or what? There's different ways to do the giveaway. I just don't know what they are. Let's see if I can Google it. Online duck race game. Is that it? How many touch points do you have for that trend line? Well, if you look at the 1 minute, it's 3, not including anything here. So I don't know. I was gonna see if it was relevant. It doesn't really seem to be that relevant, to be honest with you. You big Sopranos guy?
Gabagool, over here.
I watched Sopranos for the first time like 2 years ago. It was awesome. So I did name my dog Gabagool. I tell the difference between level 1 and level 2 on Motive Wave. Well, usually the top of the book only shows you the most recent surrounding, they show you the limit orders pretty close to the current price. They don't show you the full book. Have you seen the prank of AI Tony Soprano ordering a hotel room over the phone? I don't think so. ES target again. If I was long, targeting 67.19. All right, giveaway time. Let's go. All right, if you want to be part of the Apex giveaway, good for any size Apex account, check out chat. You're going to type in !Dan to get a raffle ticket. Streamlabs will confirm your entry. You only need to type it in once, and you got 5 minutes. We got 31 people in there right now. Mini Penny Packer, what up? I think that's a top 10 for best names in chat. Mini Penny Packer. So yesterday, Eddie won an Apex eval. Gagan won an Apex eval. Trend won an Apex eval. Excuse me. Imagine if you took that free account and turned it into a payout. Is that a ray gun? Hello. Where are you seeing a ray gun at? Yagan, you're up 1,600 on the Apex eval. Awesome, man. What size eval did you get? Any size, yeah, any size. It's free for the first month. So if you don't pass, make sure you cancel it before that month is up. Oh, your profile pic. Yeah, 50K is a good choice. That's probably what I would go for too. Why don't you trade Forex, Daniel? I don't see a benefit to trading Forex. Got a minute left to enter the giveaway if you want. Just exclamation point Dan in chat. You'll get a ticket to enter. And then we'll pick a winner. Easy as that. All right, so ES pulling back before the target of overnight highs. Any tips on handling intraday? Yeah, the tip is don't ask me. Intraday drawdown is very hard for me because, well, I tend to go for the bigger trades. So I guess the tip is go for the base hits. Go for 20 points on NASDAQ. What is Apex? It's a funding firm, pips. So it's futures, etc. You could trade, you know, like the 6B, 6E, those kind of currencies on Apex. You could trade commodities, metals, crypto in the form of micro Bitcoin, micro Ethereum. All right, hope you got in. I'll resume entries for 10 seconds in case you missed it. It's open again, so type if you pips. I don't think you got in, so I opened it again for about 10 seconds. So now's your chance. Get your ticket. Anything looking juicy right now? I mean, we are getting a pullback finally. We still haven't hit overnight highs, which is a good target. Did you see Nvidia buy Intel? How is that legal? I mean, I guess they're... I don't know. I didn't see that. Trading a funded right now? Yeah, I'm trading Tradeify straight to funded. All right. Let's get a drum roll here. We'll pick the giveaway winner. Pick winner. Parshav. Hell yeah. Wait, Parshav, are you allowed to trade? Is it except Kenya? I feel like they block Kenya. Whoops. Yeah, you can't trade it. Parshov, do you still want the code? I'll give you the code. You can't trade from Kenya, right? So you can still have it if you want to do something else with it. Or if you still have a way around it or whatever. Rigged. Everyone's always going to say rigged. Why is there... Say Justin Rhodes. Hang on. Did I click... Oh, I must have... I was typing in on the wrong keyboard, and I think I accidentally picked a winner. Okay, I guess... Okay. Parshav's just going to give away the code in our Discord, I guess. So... And Justin, I guess I picked your name by accident. I'll go ahead and give you a code too. So message me on Discord and I'll send you the code. Justin Rhodes. All right. Accidentally giving away too many accounts. It's all right. Yeah, I don't think they block Kenya because they want to. I think it's just because like banking regulations or something, you know? Excuse me. All right, Justin, are you in the Discord, man? Code work with static accounts? As far as I know, it's any account. That's what I was told. You could try it with static or, you know, let me know, but it should, as far as I know. All right, Justin, yeah, DM me on Discord. And then let me know when you do so I can make sure I see it and get you the thing. And if you do want Parshav's code, it sounds like he's going to give away in Discord, so join the Discord. Yeah, it's free. Bearish hammer there on the 5-minute on NASDAQ. That's interesting. VIX was like putting in highs while ES is at its highs, essentially. A little curious. Not what you'd expect. What up, Andy? Discord link's broken. Let me give you a new one. I don't know why. I don't know why the link breaks, because I do like the never expiring one, and it still often breaks. So in chat will be a new Discord link to join. I think Parshav's going to give away his code in 4 minutes. First come, first serve, it sounds like. So check out probably the futures channel on Top Tick Trading there. All right, Justin, you sent me a message. Let me find it. Justin, are you Portland? Okay. I'll send you the code. Use it in good health. All right, boom. I wasn't planning on giving away 3 Apex accounts today, but if we can get the likes to 100, I'll do it. Which, surprisingly, I mean, the likes are up there for how many viewers we have. Very good. So, we could definitely do it, and I'll do another giveaway. All right. Yeah, or NASDAQ into its overnight high level. VIX, this is very strange. VIX at its highs for the day, which is, again, you know, usually you see the inverse correlation, VIX and ES. And with the market pumping, you'd see VIX lower. So the fact that it's hanging out at 1762 maybe gives me a little pause, but still there's been a pretty good grind up here. Let's find just like the midpoint of this daily range, the session range. Looks like 700s is the midpoint here. Pips, look at my look at the chat and look at the links I posted. That's all the Discord stuff. Price action is my main thing. So there's a bunch of different price action setups. All right, in the futures channel in Discord, Top Tick Trading, Parshop's going to give away his code. First come, first serve. So maybe have the checkout page open in Apex with what you want and see if you could get in before it's used. It's a firm just called Apex. It's Apex Trader Funding. ApexTraderFunding.com. Let's find the midpoint on ES as well. Oh, what do you know? It's like VWAP. So will be an interesting spot to gauge here on the pullback. All right, giveaway in the Discord. Get your copy paste fingers ready. Parshov is posting it. I think this, again, not to belabor the point, but VIX to me was a little bit the market tilting its hand there, that we might get a little bit more of a, I would say a little bit more than a pullback. All right, the code's in Discord. If you get it, let us know. Let us know who got the code. Brian, did you get the code working? Nice. Sick. All right, Brian's got a static account for free. For watching the stream and joining the Discord. GG's. Good luck. Trade it well. Country is blocked, yeah. Just it happens. Jim, who do you want to give away with? Again, I forgot to message. I was meant to do it. I got distracted. I meant to message My Funded Futures yesterday to see, because we've done that before. All right, message him. We'll see. No trades yet, Drill. Missed. I'd say like there's one opportunity I kind of liked, and then the other one I kind of liked as well. Nothing like A+. Airlegs, I messaged you on, or I post on Discord, but if you just join the Discord server, you can change your server nickname. So specifically for Top Tick Trading, you can have it match your handle on YouTube, just so we can kind of put 2 and 2 together and figure out who's who. Think about funding a Trade of 8 account. I saw you had a couple of videos on it. Would you recommend it? I don't really love Trade of 8, but it's okay. Like, I'm trading it right now. You know, it works. It's not my favorite. Web-based platforms generally aren't my favorite. Just their charting is usually not as good, with the exception of TradingView. The overall experience is usually a little bit, lackluster. Whereas like MotiveWave, super solid, has every feature you could ever want, really. We have a heat map, we have a footprint, we have TPO charts. It's just all, every indicator pretty much. There's just so much. Do you know V Prop Trader? No, I don't. I've never heard of them. That sucks, man. The least a prop firm can do is respond to tickets, especially when they're going to close out someone's account. Does MotiveWave have the same sort of funding personal account rules? MotiveWave is not a broker, they're just a platform, so you can use, like, I have EdgeClear as my broker, so I wire the money over there. It's through Iron Beam, they're an introducing broker, but basically, you can use a bunch of different broker connections to use with MotiveWave. Am I using the beta version of MotiveWave? No, I just wait for the public release, the actual, the stable release. I don't really want to mess with the beta, especially while I'm like streaming and stuff. It's just another variable there I don't want to deal with. All right, watching VWAP and 50% retracement on ES. I would like to see if that could hold. I would consider a long down here potentially. $80 likes, 20 away from another giveaway. All you gotta do is hit the thumbs up button. It's the easiest thing you could do today, I'm sure. Try Trade of 8 and subscribe to level 2. The only problem is that I can only see like 20 levels on the order book. Let's see how many levels I can see. If I remember how to add something. New tab maybe? No. I never mess with this layout, so I don't even remember how to do it. Plus sign. Okay. Super Dom. Yeah, so I just have the top of the book there, so I'm not going to be any help for you, I guess, to figure that out. That was the second time you won an Apex giveaway? Really? What happened to the first time? Did we just give it to somebody else? Excuse me, guys. Got a lingering cough still. Watching VIX, taking higher and higher. And again, you know, with VIX putting in new highs a day, I would expect price to be closer to the lows of the day, right? It only makes sense. So if VIX is going to put more pressure on ES, we might be able to put in a higher low. Did I say that right? Put in a lower high and maybe get back through VWAP and get back on down a little bit. Oh, the first one you won was in another stream? Nice. Which broker for options can you recommend? I use Schwab through Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is like the first real trading platform that I used. So I still like Thinkorswim even though it's flawed. I've used interactive brokers for options. They're the most international friendly. I mean, it's in the name. Oh wait, it's interactive brokers. My gosh, what am I? They are international friendly though. Tasty. I know Tasty works well. A lot of people recommend Tasty. I have not used Robinhood for futures trading. That sounds very dangerous. Sounds like my account would be evaporated in no time if I did it on Robinhood. IBKR can be used on MotiveWave. That's cool. I think I do remember that being the case because Interactive Brokers platform sucks. Yeah, the TOS guys went and started Tasty. I remember reading that. Why is Robinhood so popular? Because it's very simple and easy to use. It's very beginner friendly. Compare Robinhood to Thinkorswim. If you don't know much about stocks, night and day difference. So Robinhood nailed the intro to retail market, you know, like the very people who wouldn't normally buy stock, you could figure out how to go and buy GameStop or whatever, you know. It's very social media friendly. It's a mobile first application. A lot of the trading platforms, they didn't really evolve with the times, you know. They just, you know, the day traders that traded just, I don't know if they even cared. And Robinhood kind of upended that. No commissions, you know. Back when I first bought my first shares of stock, I think I'd pay like $15 in commissions or something just to buy some shares. Have you ever tried Take Profit Trader? I did like once. I didn't get out of the evaluation stage. I don't like that it switches to like intraday drawdown after you pass, right? I don't like intraday drawdown. It's very challenging. Yeah, that's why Robinhood dominates the Wall Street Bets subreddit. Yeah, have you ever seen like people post and they have like 3 million in a Robinhood account? It's like, what are you doing, bro? I mean, obviously they're doing something right, right? I'm actually expecting. I'm expecting maybe a little bounce here, but I am expecting us to actually get through VWAP on ES here. But let's see. We also have the 50% retracement. Those can be really great levels to watch. Yeah, for every crazy Wall Street bets win you see, there's probably like 50 losses that are just wrecking the entire account. Yeah, 15-minute opening range high. Yeah, that's on NASDAQ, that's 713. On ES, I'll just go ahead and mark it out. Just below that. So, a lot of good stuff down here to watch. Patience. Do you ever use Moto for your options trades? No, I don't. I use Thinkorswim for that. Or Public. I have a Public account as well. That's just like a mobile first kind of thing. Wasn't here yesterday. How'd you do with all the volume and momentum? I had one trade that I decided to take off for a scratch, $40 loss, and that's it. That's all I did. Which honestly, to me, is still a win. Just staying out of trouble. That's so key to swinging my P&L massively to the green side, is staying out of trouble. So I'll count that as a win. Your Starlink got fried in a surge. Oh no. I've had to use a hotspot the past couple days. Oof. Sucks. You don't have any internet out in you're not that far out of India, aren't you? Little VWAP bounce here. To be expected. Yeah, man, I can't wait to get fiber at where I'm at. That'll be nice if they ever do it. What up, Frostbite? I took a few weeks off. Got sick, and then I just wanted to trade on my own, see how that went. So I'm back now. We're good. We're having a good time. All right, so a little bounce here. I do want to see if we can get through VWAP though. I try a short here. Thoughts on payout policy, Tradify versus TopStep? Probably like TopStep's a little bit better. Any size account, you can get $5,000. And then you just need 5 days at $200 or more. Did they lower it as 150, something like that? I think TopStep's may be a little bit easier. What's the best firm for after the eval stage? My fund of futures is pretty good. Trade day has daily payouts. I don't know. I gotta trade more of them. Whoa. Slam down here. What's that about? Oh, we slammed right to that 50% retracement. Do you see that on ES right here? That purple line? Hit that to the tick perfectly. Not gonna like it if we just buy that up right away. All right, I'm gonna hop out. Definitely don't like that buy up. Little nutty there. And he said it might be wrong, but it seems like people are more worried about which firm to trade with, and they should just focus on becoming consistently profitable. Yeah, probably good advice. And a lot of people will jump around firm to firm when they're, you know, it'd be better if you just stick with the one. I do it because I get asked about them all the time. And I want to have some first-hand experience so I can, know what I'm talking about. Well, makes me feel a little bit more bullish after that. I was interested to see that 50% retracement, see what happened there. And we saw what happened there. So Nas didn't even get down that close to VWAP. And it's already lifting off. ES is still kind of hugging it there. See how that plays out. ES moving through VWAP here. Wonder if Nas gets a drop up here. Try the short one more time here. All right. ES still holding VWAP here. Nas being just a little choppy. So stopped out there. 421 in the red there. Yeah, chat. 12, 13 more likes. Get to 100. Do one more giveaway. All right, well, I don't want to overtrade or anything this area. I'm going to see if I can take ES long here. Is this just going to get me both ways? Come on, man. Jeez. That's annoying. Well, I put my stop right below that 50% retracement on ES. Came within a couple ticks of it. See if that can hold. Get back above VWAP and push higher. It's kind of shiesty price action right now, though. What'd you miss? I don't know. I don't know what you missed. I don't know if you were here earlier and you left or what. All right, back on my entry here. Andy, you have a top step XFA. Depends on your account balance, but generally the advice is pay yourself, at least for your hard costs, getting there. I would agree with that general advice. Would you consider cumulative delta for better timing? I've had cumulative delta on the chart many times. I haven't really derived much of an edge from it personally. But if it works for you, more power to you. Well, my stop held, thankfully. Now let's see if we can get some movement back up. NASDAQ's already doing it. No problem. All right, I'll be at break even here. Got 712 as target. What about you? You mean 812? Yeah, I don't know. Just look around highs, look for the reaction, see what the reaction's looking like. Oh, you mean ES? Let's see, ES. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a great spot. I might just trail here. Luke says 6707 on ES. I don't know. I could see us testing the highs again. I'm gonna raise the take profit and then maybe just flatten if things look like it's stalling out. There's new highs on NASDAQ. This is what I mean though when I when I take an ES trade, I usually just wish I stuck with NASDAQ. The reason why I did the ES trade is because risk felt like I could put it in a better place. I got a very clear level underneath the 50% retracement, and that held perfectly. And we were sitting around on VWAP, so it just felt like a safer entry on ES, which is why I did it. All right, finger on the sell button here. All right, I'll go ahead and take it off. Nice little trade there. That was 2 mini contracts on ES. Put me in the green there, about $400. I felt like I needed that trade, you know. It's just been a kind of a slow week and 2 stop outs leading into that. And it's kind of the same area, and it's really easy to get chopped up. And if I had taken a loss, everyone would say, bro, you're over trading. But I also felt it was important to flip my bias there. If VWAP is holding and that 50% retracement is holding, no need to push a short after that strong buy up we had off the lows. So have you tried never looking at ES? Not really. I don't feel safe doing so. They're so correlated that it'd be dangerous not to, in my opinion. Like, why did NASDAQ bounce here? I don't really have a level that explains why it bounced there, right? That's kind of no man's land. But if you look at ES, it's very clear why we bounced where we bounced. Not only was it to the tick, the 50% retracement, we also had VWAP right there as well. So it made it like pretty key to watch. So that to me just seemed like so much more relevant. And we didn't even get to the retracement on NASDAQ, nor did we get to VWAP because it had some relative strength. So, if I was just trading NASDAQ without looking at ES, how would I know to expect a bounce there? Bounce on an intraday LVN. Okay. But how many times does it go through an LVN and not bounce? I'm just saying, I think that one informs the other, right? So I wouldn't trade one without the other, really. Just my opinion. Now, how about a few more likes for that trade? And we'll do another giveaway. Really thought I was gonna take a loss on that trade too. It came with like 2 ticks for my stop loss. There's an interesting indicator called TO matrix that tells you what correlates, how strongly, and most importantly, when correlation is broken or inverse. My wife uses it. Is your wife a good trader? That's the main question that we all want to know. Bounce off 90-minute demand. I didn't have any there, did we? Oh yeah. Okay, facts. Respect. I like it. I'll mark it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have something that can give you a bit of a roadmap and what to watch for, then use whatever. So I love supply and demand. I missed that demand zone, but yeah, that's good. That's fair. So if we have demand on NASDAQ and the key level on ES, I mean, that's just going to give you more confidence for the long, right? So yeah, I know Carmine uses the 90 a lot. Yeah, it's one of my saved time frames as well. I find a lot of zones on the 90. That's probably one of the most common zones is a 90-minute zone. Okay. Trading Academy, hey, I got my live account with TopStep last week. Wow, GG's. We'll be on their show in the coming week. Awesome trading, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. Really great to hear. Finally, you feel like you're clicking well with with your trading strategy and everything. That's, you know, this is such a long journey that you got to celebrate those wins. You know, don't take it for granted. Remember how hard it was and enjoy it. The 90, we mean the 90-minute, Andy, 90-minute time frame. 4 likes away. If anyone wants to do another giveaway, just need 4 of you to hit the thumbs up button. And we could do another giveaway. It's easy as that. It's as easy as pie.
It's as easy as pie now, son. Just hit that thumbs up button, and I'll give you a popsicle.
Senna, you're on Power Hour today and Reversal Challenge tomorrow. Wow. Nice. Congrats. 99 likes. 100, okay.
Well, thank you, Sonny. Thank you for the likes. It's awfully nice of you.
Let's do another giveaway. Exclamation point Dan in chat. Should have changed it to Herbert. Oh well, opportunity missed. We'll do that another time. Exclamation point Dan in chat to get a raffle ticket. Be entered to win an Apex account of any size for 1 month. About 4 minutes left to enter. I only see 27 tickets in so far, so your odds are pretty good. You want me to draw out this trend line? My uncle taught me how to do this. See here that this is a buy with max contracts on platinum. Not financial advice. You also have a trendline uncle? No, it's the same uncle. I'm Danny Trades. What up? Now, see, now that we're breaking this trend line, it means sell quickly. Full contracts. Max size. That's what Uncle said. Uncle always said, if at first your trend line trade doesn't work, you reverse it. This is not financial advice. This is Uncle advice. I make jokes, but I do like trend lines. Uncle also said that you could trade prop firms be down over 100K, but they won't instantly liquidate you. I don't think she really trades props though, because she's like a swing trader, right? So, what do we got going on here? We got new highs on NASDAQ, then a pretty decent rejection there. Glad I took profit on ES where I did. Ended up being a really clean exit there. Who in chat said 707 as a target? Pretty much crushed that. Someone in chat said 707 on ES was a good level, and well, we did start seeing it slow down there, and I took profit and ended up being a very good scalp. And again, my stop loss was I think it was 93 and a half, and we came down to 94, so it was like 2 ticks away from that. Thought for sure I was cooked on it, but yeah, I got the bounce. The 50% retracement held. That's why I love, I mean, I like trend lines. I like 50% retracements. Like, all this stuff can be valid. It's just part of it's part of the pieces to the puzzle of price action. And trying to figure it out, right? Is it's like I don't always buy a 50% retracement. In fact, I was shorting, twice, looking for that to break. And it held. So I'm like, all right, well, what if I step back a little bit and I look and see VWAP and a 50% retracement holding? Not a bad long. Yeah, Gary, we talked about this yesterday. I mean, I talked to her old manager or whatever. He said she was legit. And he didn't have to say that, it was in private, and he worked for a different company at the time. So he could have said whatever he wanted. Okay, the raffle's over. There's only 32 entries. So again, you have a 1 in 32 shot of winning. Better than any other live stream, right? No, Vinny, I do like trend lines. I do. I legitimately like trend lines. I mean, it's a predictive indicator if you think about it. Doesn't mean it's 100%, but... Okay, let's pick a winner. Hola, what up? Hola, I like it when, chat regular wins. I think it's always fun. So, Hola, you're in the Discord, right? If not, join up, or you can email me, whatever's easier. What do you think? What's your thoughts on ICT, SMC confluences? I mean, it's just a bunch of made up terms that describes price action as well. So whatever helps you understand price action is good, as long as it's really truly helping you understand price action. So whatever resonates with you, you should use it, as long as it helps. I miss your passive income videos. Will they ever come back? When I have something interesting to say, I don't want to make the same videos over and over. So, hey, look at this trend line. Rejecting now. What? I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of trolling there, but sometimes they do. I mean, sometimes the other side of the trend line will work. Doesn't really make sense, but. Yeah, for days that you're really on point, do you ever keep the momentum, or do you have a hard stop at a certain point? No, I do like to push a little bit, but it does take the pressure off when you already have a little bit of a green bag, and then you just feel like you can take your time waiting for the next setup, or not trade at all. So it really just lets you be more patient. It helps you be more patient. Hola, did you send me a message yet? Yeah, trend line, well, we'll see if we can snap through it, but honestly, I think, well, it's hard to say what we do here because ES and NQ are, you know, kind of doing their own things. I could send it to you on IG, Ola. Let me find it. Whoops. Yeah, you sit on your hands right now. Yeah, when it's not clear, it's clear you gotta sit on your hands. That's facts. All right, well, I DM'd you on IG. Mayan, you almost lost your mind. You were $20 from payout and went minus 1,200 overnight and managed to dig yourself out back to minimum to pay out minimum requirement. Good job. Get paid, man. Get paid. That reminds me of my Apex foray last year. All right, have a good one. Ola, trade the account well. Get paid out. Get paid out on that giveaway account. That'd be amazing. Well, what do you guys think? I honestly, I do think we might push a little higher. I could see ES getting a little bit of a push. Possible rejection. Like a possible pop higher and then smackdown. Or, I mean, less ideal. I mean, maybe it's just grind higher to overnight highs, which we turned around in front of again, you know, so did not sweep those overnight highs yet, so that's still in play. So it'll remain to be seen, but you know, if we start getting up around the highs again, watch for that overnight high level at 67.19 3/4 on ES. I think that'll be pretty key to watch. $15-minute. Decent rejection wicks there on NASDAQ. All right, mine. Have a good one. You know, tomorrow I think I have to take my dog to the vet, so I probably won't stream tomorrow. So I think that'll be it for me for the week, and be back Monday. And I think now I'll go ahead and head out. I mean, it's 10:30. The playlist is starting over. We did 3 giveaways. Had a good time. Gonna end up about $400 on Tradeify. Taking it nice and slow. And that's it for me. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good Friday and a good rest of, or good weekend. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.